All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Training some arms today, just opening up with some tricep push downs, then transition to a bicep. A couple warm-up sets here. Probably do one more warm-up before I get into working sets. So it's going to be a pretty high volume arm workout, anywhere from 3 to 4 exercises for bicep, 3 to 4 exercises for tricep, and then each movement we perform is going to have 4 sets. So total, if I do 4 sets of bicep, that's 16 sets, and 16 sets of triceps. You guys are going to see me work up to some top sets. Top sets will be at the lower rep range of 8 reps, anywhere between that 8 to 12, and then probably the last set or so, just do more of a volume set, more of a pump set of a higher rep scheme, 12 to 15, 15 to 20, somewhere in that range. All right, y'all, just a couple key pointers. I'm performing this movement. You can have a slight bend forward. If you guys pay attention to my setup, you see that I'm slightly leaning forward, and that's just to get a little more stretch. But obviously, not very necessary. If you're a taller individual, probably don't need to do that. The biggest thing, though, is keeping your shoulders stable as possible. You don't want your shoulders rocking back and forth. I mean, a little bit of motion to get the full stretch in the tricep is a little necessary, but what I don't want to see is you guys coming all the way up with your shoulders moving and articulating too much. So just keep them very stable, and obviously just focus on squeezing at the bottom, full extension, really pump the triceps up. I'll show you guys a drop set here so you guys can get an understanding of what it is, and then for the bicep movement, I'll show you guys what a rest pause set would look like. Oh, that's Moving into the first bicep movement. So typically, it doesn't really matter what body part I'm training, whether it's chest, back, arms. I always start out with some type of machine or cable movement to get the muscles warm before I move into any type of quote-unquote compound or free weight movements. So we opened up with the tricep push downs on the cable, and now we're transitioning into a dual bicep curl on the Techno Gym curl machine here. Load on this is pretty good, getting a nice stretch, nice fucking pump. So I'm gonna do like 2 more sets here and then move in probably to an incline dumbbell curl. All right, y'all, about to do a rest pause. So I'll show you guys what that's like. But basically, on your first set, you hit, let's say 12 reps. Your next preceding sets, even if it's 3, 4, 5 mini sets, you just have to get to that set number of reps that you performed in your first set. So I got 12 on this one. I'm gonna have to get 12 in total again. So if it takes me 3 mini sets to get there, that's what we'll do. This is just an intensifier to drive some extra stimulus and some extra hypertrophy into the muscle, and it gives you a crazy fucking pump. So rest sequence, anywhere to 15, 20 seconds is typically what I do. I want to go any longer than 30 seconds. You want to keep them as rapid as possible. So. right, about to transition into incline dumbbell now. Nice and warmed up. Don't really want to be playing around with machines at this point in the workout. So we're gonna move on to some dumbbells. Probably only do dumbbells for the bicep segment of this workout. Tricep, I typically just stick to machines. That's just because I have really bad elbows. Any type of skull crusher that's with the barbell just aggravates the fuck out of them. So I'm gonna stay away from that. Longevity is the name of the game. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing this for at least the next 5 to 10 years of my lifespan. So gotta operate at a high level, just be smart, but also dominate your workouts. Moving into probably one of my favorite tricep exercises, which is going to be behind the head rope tricep extensions right here on the cable. Just got done with 3 bicep exercises. Typically, I like to hit the biceps at the beginning part of the workout just because that's the lagging body part in this area of my body. So I try to exhaust as much as my energy and effort and attention to that muscle group early on. Now that the biceps are nice and pumped up, I'm going to take a little break from them, hit some triceps. This will probably be my last tricep movement of the workout just because there's nothing really here else that I would do unless I want to do dumbbell. Might do some dumbbell skull crushers, but we'll see. But same concepts here, 4 sets. Heavier sets at the top, lighter volume sets towards the end. So go ahead and get started. Moving on to the final movement of the workout. Just gonna end with some dumbbell hammer curls, just to target a different part of the bicep, just to make sure I'm filling it out as much as possible, especially since that's one of my weak body parts. When I hit that front double bi, I need that shit to be vicious. So definitely gotta bring up that weak part in my physique. But same here, probably just gonna do 3 sets here. I've already knocked out 2, honestly. Pretty cooked at this point. Biceps are like beyond pumped. And I think one more set will kind of do it, so that'll put us at 12 sets total. I also hit bicep tricep movements earlier on in the week, as you guys know who follow the channel, on the upper lower split, so everything's constantly under stimulus. Today I decided to switch it up and just do strictly arms. Like I said from the last video, when I hit shoulders, like having a day specified for just one body part, the pumps that I'm getting are just ridiculous. So I don't know, it's training guy instinct at this point. Been doing this shit for quite some time, so everything's just kind of natural to me. Kind of just whatever I'm feeling in terms of like structure. I try to stay pretty regimented to the plan, but for the most part, if I feel like just training arms, I'm gonna come in and train arms. I know what I'm doing, so Yeah.